Okay guys, Distraction Adam back here, Distraction Gaming. I wanted to show you again, so here I am. Where am I? Purple here. I'm on the edge. I'm an orc. This is another successful bat game where I think my strategy is I gotta get to higher level games to test the strategy and different maps. I'm on the same map as my first video. But just showing you my base for now. The other guy, the enemy's bases don't matter. Same build order as my other video, but I'm making a tower early. I'm just trying to creep and keep my Torn Chieftain nearby. I'm getting spikes just in case. I'm just trying to make my base unappetizing, being an edge base. And I'm not going immediately for an expo because that would be a waste. But I'm adding more towers. I'm getting my beasties here, and I'm just sitting in my base because I want to make sure my bestiaries, which could not fit back in the back of my base, which I would have preferred them back there, but I put them out front, and I sat in my base to just make sure that they survived. I just go for a little basic harass here, and now I'm just kind of making my bats. And I'm helping my team fight. So I have like five headhunters, and this actually is helpful. Because if I was just a solo Blade Master running around, I don't think I could have done very much. He would have been level 1, wouldn't have been doing a whole lot, and this fight might not have gone the way it is, where we are able to actually win this fight in the center. And Pink is, see how useless Pink is here. So now I want to try to just go to, now you understand that we are these 4 bases and they are those 4 bases. I'll do the team colors so you have a little bit better idea.
A player's forces are under attack.
But everybody's just trying to creep. Again, mass archers. This guy, he's suicide teching, so he's just going straight up with the tech. By this point, I'm starting to have some bats, and I'm getting tier 3 myself. This guy, he's also going tier 3. And he's got the shredder. This guy's base, I find orc bases to be not very harassable, as you will see. Pink has some towers. He's got fortified defense. It's just unappetizing to face them. But these guys, you know, they're trying to get the typical orc Tauren and caster kind of combo. Seems scary. This guy's doing the Hippogriff Rider, and this guy is going to be getting, he's going for the Chimeras. All good armies. No complaints there in terms of the armies they have. I'm bringing my bats around the back of the base because I'm not quite sure what I want to hit yet. I'm not going to just suicide them into Pink's base. I already kind of see that they have some elves because I killed this guy's, I killed his Shredder, which he was probably annoyed about. But that's what you get for not being in your base. So I killed his Shredder, and I get the heck out of there. I'm just kind of harassing, I'm delaying, and just kind of scouting at the same time, trying to figure out where I want to hit. So my bats at this point, just one upgrade. I'm not yet tier 3. As soon as I hit tier 3, I do go for the liquid fire, because it at least reduces the repair rate. So that's something that I'm very interested in doing. I canceled one of his Chimera Roosts and then I get out of there. But again, there's 3 of them here, so this gives my allies, they're able to kind of pick and choose where they want to hit. And this slows down Pink slightly. So I see this fight going on. And I'm like, hey, there's a fight going on. They're distracted. I'm sure the other guys are heading over to that fight. Which blue is in fact heading over that fight. And then you'll see my bats coming in. And I'm going to go straight for his main. And he's going to lose this. Nobody's TPing immediately. They don't immediately sense the danger, especially because blue is still trying to pick off units here. Meanwhile, boom, his base is dead. Not Blue's base, but Teal's base. Teal probably knew it was happening, but look what he has. He doesn't have anything. I informed my team that I got Teal's main because I just want to make sure that my team knows that, yes, I am playing the game and I am being effective with my bats. Yellow actually has a pretty nice harass over here. He decided that was a good time to hit. So this game, in general, my allies were doing a great job hitting. I decided to kill as many of Blue's air as I could with my bats, because otherwise they were all just going to be hunted down and die. And you can't be afraid to use your bats to just suicide them all like that. I didn't get the Chimera Roost, and he's still able to build. But this guy's now down to 50 food. Teal, he's bank heavy. Like, he's got a lot in his bank, and this is a pretty decent expo. But he's really, really damaged. He's basically crippled, and his morale would be low, I'm sure. Green is broke. Looks like Green is actually losing this fight. He might have suicide tech. He didn't make sure that his base was defensible, and he's losing everything to Yellow here. Because I hit, they couldn't help Green, so now they're really getting stretched thin. Pink is being a noob just by not helping his team. He's being a bad teammate. His army is not bad, but he's not doing anything to help his team. He's going to see, hey, can I hit purple now? And then he sees a few towers and he runs away because he knows he can't hit me. I tried to put up a quick expo from my shop, but Pink sees it and I don't get any value out of it, so a big waste of money. At this point, let's see if we can find myself again. So it took forever for Blue to come over here. And, okay, I've got my bats with my Tauren Chieftain now, and we're just... They can't defend this expo. They can't defend everything. Pink should be helping out with this expo, but again, he's just one man. He's one army. And Orange decides with his Mass Frostworms to fight an anti-air battle. I didn't see this battle because we were clearing this expo, so I'm curious how this fight went. Doesn't seem to be going so well for Orange. Orange is not doing a whole lot. He's focusing a hero down. Not very good. He should be killing the casters. He should be hitting and running if he can. Pink TP's out, even though he was winning that fight, but I guess that was actually pretty smart because Gray was right behind him. And Gray's got a pretty nice-ish army. I took my bats and basically finished Teal. So Teal is no more. Even though he's got a lot of gold, he doesn't have any way to use it. If he can't spend the gold, it doesn't matter. I just say, I declare him dead. He's just sitting in his base. He doesn't know what to do. You can wait and see, right? Yeah, wait. What are you waiting to see? You can't do anything. You're not even running to help your ally here. So blue comes by. I notice that Blue is in this base. I see that he's in this base, so I'm heading to Blue's base now. Because he didn't spend resources towering. Even if he had, I was still going to hit him and attempt to use the TC as a tank. But Blue basically has nothing. I inform my team Blue base about to die. They probably don't care because they're winning this fight anyway. I'm going to send some bats to kill these as well. Yellow's hitting again. Might as well hit. So in this way, we probably still would have won. I could have made anything and maybe we would have won. But you never know. I mean, our opponents were trying to make stuff. So they were trying... They weren't exactly full noob. They weren't good players, but they weren't full noob. But they didn't have an answer to the bats. That's the important thing. In this game, even though I was the lowest score guy, I think I was allowing my team to do more and complexifying the game to the point where our opponents broke down and didn't know what to do, what to defend or what to do. They couldn't all gather together, gather their strength together. And a lot of 4 versus 4 games are won by breaking up your opponent, by dividing and conquering and preventing them from all gathering at one place. I'm learning more that as much as I love the biggest battles in 4 vs 4, you generally want to try to avoid creating the situation where the big battles happen. This is because that's usually you either win or you lose in that moment. Whereas if you're dividing and conquering, if you're preventing your enemy from gathering their strength and combining their mutually beneficial units like bloodlust to every unit, things like that, then you're doing yourself a disfavor by allowing the enemy to gather their strength, unless your strength is somehow better. If you've harassed much better, and by the time you hit them, you just absolutely crush them, which can happen. As the way that the game goes. I still had a hero kill. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. I must have got last hit on the Tinker. Tinker, quite useless hero in that game, as well as the Keeper of the Grove. Wasn't doing too much. And then Pink didn't hit me or harass me. I didn't even need my towers, but they did make my base unappetizing, the spikes and towers, and that kept Pink from trying to go all in and destroy my base. Because I would not have been able to defend it. I don't know if my teammates would have come to defend that either. But I did a lot less creeping than my team. My experience is far less. Single solo hero. I'm going to experiment with adding a second hero. Maybe the Alchemist, I'm thinking. Maybe not. But essentially, that's how to play bats. I'm learning that this is actually a viable strategy to play bats. TC Headhunter to bats. Make sure that you harden your main, and then hit them when they are distracted. Hit the spongiest bases when they are distracted in battle, because they are not, unless they're very good and see it and know that it's a danger, they will have to TP to it. That could also turn the tide of the battle that is happening. If one guy who is anti-air is like, oh no, I need to save this base because there's bats that are about to kill it, they're all TP there, in which case maybe you can hit another main as your main force, or you can hit an expo. And then they suddenly become more and more divided, and then they might have difficulty making decisions that sync up with each other. So I'm going to keep playing this bat strategy. I'm just 2-0 with it so far. I'm going to keep playing, and if I get more instructive replays, I'll make more videos like this. Because I've noticed that I hardly ever see bats anymore in 4 vs 4. And usually when I do see a guy going bats, they're not effective. So I'm trying to figure out how to make bats actually effective in a 4 vs 4 situation. 1 vs 1, sure, do your Blade Master, harass, mass tower, bats kind of situation. But with 4 vs 4, I've noticed Blade Master not to be very helpful. You would think he would be helpful, being able to distract workers even more, but I find that he encourages your opponent to tower, because nobody wants to deal with a Blade Master in their base, so they tower more. If they see a Tauren Chieftain and Headhunters, maybe you don't really need the towers. But as soon as you see a solo Blade Master, you know they're going bats. You know they're going some kind of air, or there's just straight teching. And you know you can probably hit, and you should hit. So solo Blade Master reveals too much weaknesses and doesn't get stacked and powerful enough in a 4 vs 4 situation. That's enough about that. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good one.